right, everybody, welcome to the news.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Obviously, this past week has been action-packed. If you're an aviation geek like myself, you know Oshkosh was going on this whole week, and I had a really good time. I was hanging with the fellas, and well, you know, it was just a great time to get together, hang with some friends, go see some airplanes. Got to meet a lot of you guys walking around Oshkosh. So thanks for coming up, taking pictures and all that stuff. It was just a good time. The parties were outstanding. Boeing, Flying Magazine, you guys rock. Excellent parties. I approve, and I went to Arizona State, so I know what a good party is. Getting to the news, one of the big things that happened this week obviously shook up the internet, and it's obviously with Southwest Airlines and the fact that they are going to change their 50-year history of not having assigned seats to going to assigned seats. They're also going to introduce a little bit of a premium product. We're not sure what that's going to be yet, and I'm actually very anxious to see. In the Southwest Investor Relations page, their research was clear, and it indicated that 80% of Southwest customers and 86% of potential customers prefer an assigned seat. So obviously Southwest is moving their strategy to kind of capture that market, a little bit more of the market share, and also increase revenues, because as we'll go into in this segment, there are earnings calls that are coming out, and a lot of the earnings are a little bit lower than previous years. So obviously need to do something to increase earnings and revenue, and this is one of the plays on that. So curious to see what you guys think on the channel here. I myself, I like both. I like the fact that I can pick my seat when I'm kind of traveling solo or with my wife, but if we're taking the whole gang along, it gets a little bit stressful because, you know, you're going to try to put the kids everywhere, and yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of agnostic on both of that. So, but I'm curious on what you guys think. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. It is a big change for Southwest, obviously. And obviously, I'm not a Southwest spokesman. I'm just talking about the news. One of the other things they had also in this investor relations release was the fact that they're going to introduce red-eye flying. Now, Southwest is really new to this. They've never done it before. It is going to happen starting on Valentine's Day in 2025 in 5 initial nonstop markets, to include Las Vegas to Baltimore and Orlando, Los Angeles to Baltimore and Nashville, and Phoenix to Baltimore. So not a lot of cities to start with, but I think it's a start, and obviously I'm based in Phoenix, so I might be a part of that, especially as a junior captain. Curious what you guys think about that. I know a lot of, basically all the other airlines do red eyes. For those of you that do red eyes, do you guys prefer them or do you not? And as someone who's never really done a red eye in the airlines, I was a military pilot, so I flew all time of days. But as someone that's not done it in the airline, what do you think I can expect? Because I have a feeling I'm going to be doing it. In other news, we'll stick with the Southwest topic here. As far as second quarter releases on earnings, just released on July 25th, Southwest reported a net income excluding special items of $370 million. They had record quarterly operating revenues of $7.4 billion. They also have liquidity of $11 billion, and as well as excess debt outstanding of $8 billion. So quite a bit of cash on hand. I think that's why they're starting to really implement a lot of different things, because they have the cash to do that. Obviously, I have a vested interest in making sure our earnings are kind of on. A couple of the other airlines that were announcing earnings included Delta Airlines. The airline still earned $1.31 billion. This is as of the AP News, although they were saying their profits are down 29%. On a call with analysts and reporters, Delta CEO Ed Bastian sent a clear message to low-cost carriers: slow your growth to end the oversupply of seats in the domestic routes. So apparently there's a lot of oversupply that Delta is saying within the domestic route structure, and that's probably what's dragging down earnings. Delta said it earned $1.31 billion from April to June, and that's down $1.83 billion just a year earlier. Its revenues rose 7% to nearly $16.6 billion, which was a company record for the quarter. So record quarterly revenue, however, profits are being dragged down. And that's due to a lot of things, which are above my pay grade. So Delta's results showed a continuing divide between passengers who sit in the front of the plane compared to those that are sitting in the economy class. So revenue from the premium passengers jumped 10%, or about $500 million. But sales in the main cabin were flat within a year earlier. So we're showing a really strong demand for premium products, which both Delta and United had a big focus on. American, not so much, and that was kind of what's dragging down their earnings as well. Delta and United, with their focus on premium customers and a bigger share of business travel and extensive international routes, have emerged from the pandemic as the most profitable U.S. carriers. So that's a big thing. If you have a premium market right now, it's kind of gold. What do you guys think of the Delta earnings? It seems like, it's down, but they seem to be doing pretty well. But is that an indication of the overall market, especially in the main cabin? Because that's a little scary. Shifting gears to American Airlines. The Street had a article that was titled, "American Airlines Sounds Alarm About Ongoing Financial Challenges." Now, American Airlines reported their earnings this week as well. On July 25th, the Fort Worth-based airline cut its profit forecast between 70 cents and $1.30 a share. A significant drop from the $2.25 to $3.25 forecast in April, and below analyst expectations of $1.10 to $2.60 a share. It further estimated a revenue drop of up to 4.5% in the third quarter. The $717 million in net income it reported in the second quarter is a 46% drop from a year ago. So the net income dropped 46%. American CEO Robert Isom put the blame toward prior sales and distribution strategy. So as you sell seats on the airlines, they have a strategy on when those seats come available for sale. And apparently that was a little bit off. So they weren't able to fully realize the profits from kind of holding back on seats and selling them at certain times. Again, above my pay grade, but apparently on the strategy of seat distribution, there are timing that will obviously increase the available price on a seat, which obviously increases revenue and profits. Isom further said that the airline lost $1.5 billion catering to budget-hunting travelers at a time when their competitors like Delta and United Airlines made a push to win over business and corporate travelers. So again, Delta with their earnings talked about their premium customers increasing 10%, where the main cabin remained flat. American strategy was to focus on pretty much the main cabin, which is why, even though they have a premium product, that was the reason why, according to the CEO, why their earnings was a little bit down. So what do you guys think of that? Obviously, two strategies at play. Delta employed a more premium product as well as United, and American kind of focused more on the main cabin for the budget traveler, and that seemed not to work. There's only so many premium travelers, I guess, to go after. So I don't know how that's going to impact. Obviously, American has to do a turnaround on kind of their strategy, their seat selling strategy as well. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you guys have any more insights on that. I'm just curious, kind of interested to see two different strategies at play. In other news, United Airlines profits jumped 23%, but third quarter forecast disappoints amid industry overcapacity. Whenever I see industry overcapacity, it kind of scares me a lot. So, and we've seen this kind of repeating itself over these latest few articles. This one's from CNBC.com. United Airlines grew its second quarter profit thanks to strong travel demand, especially in international markets. Now, United's been doing a real big push to go into international markets. They've also had a really big push into their premium market as well, as far as class of seats in their Polaris, and really going after those premium class customers, which seem to have kind of paid off. United and Delta have been the standouts in an industry awash in U.S. domestic capacity. So domestic capacity, again, in this article is kind of what's what's dragging down a lot of the other domestic carriers, Southwest included in that, and the lack of a premium product, which United really went after. United earned $1.32 billion, or $3.96 per share, in the last 3 months ending in June 30th. That's up from $1.08 billion, so a lot of billions. Their revenue of $14.99 billion jumped 5.7% from the year earlier, and it was just shy of their estimates that they originally put out. Also in the CNBC article, looking back at the quarter now, it is increasingly clear that demand was in fact strong. It just could not keep up with the incremental industry domestic capacity added in 2024. Excess capacity in turn pressured yields. This is from United's Chief Commercial Officer, Andrew Nacella. What do you guys think of that? I mean, United obviously is doing well. Their profits are up 23%. That's a good sign. But the fact that the domestic capacity is kind of over capacity, according to this article, gives a little bit of trepidation to me. Let's end on a bright spot. The last news that we brought out talked a little bit about hiring, and a lot of you guys, which is great, please comment down below on airlines that you know are hiring. If I missed it, I mean, this is for you guys, and I love ending on this spot because I love people getting hired because, you know, well, I'm an airline recruiter and I like that. But anyways, we have a list for you guys on airlines that are currently hiring. And if I miss you on the list, I apologize. It's not on purpose. Comment down below and say, hey, these guys are hiring too, because that's how this all works. We're getting everybody jobs. You get a job today. You get a job today. Everybody gets a job today. Anyways, according to Airline Pilot Central, these are the airlines that are hiring. So if you meet the minimums, definitely send an application that way if you're ready to move up. Breeze Airlines, United Airlines is also accepting applications. Sun Country Airlines, ABX, SkyWest, Envoy, Piedmont, Silver Airways, and Avelo. So if I missed somebody on that list, I know it's not a comprehensive list, but you know, right now jobs are getting tight, and you know, this aviation industry, I mean, we're all kind of in it together, so helping each other out. If you know of anybody else that's hiring right now, comment down below, let everybody know what's going on, and let's get you guys some jobs, because you know, that's what it's all about. But anyways, that probably went over 5 minutes, but that's the news today. A lot of earnings news and a lot of stuff out there, especially with Southwest changing their seating. That's been kind of all over social media with a lot of funny memes, which I really enjoy. Anyways, all right, guys, hope you have a good day. Go out and make it a good day, and we'll see you on the next update on the news videos. And if you like this stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below on some stuff. Hit the bell, because we're just going to start putting these out. I think maybe we'll just keep doing this on Mondays and putting them out on Mondays. I don't know. You guys let me know too. But anyways, go out, make it a good day, and remember, it's always a good day to have a good day. Okay, we'll see you.